Elsa will be, and then Rapunzel will be like, flower gleam and glow, and then it's boom. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I?
A tad.
You know what? Let's start properly. I came across this wicked image.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen!
Freaking Disney Princess Civil War! In the comment section where I saw this post, someone already mentioned that Celebrity Deathmatch has already done this, but no. I'm using my own knowledge, okay? I'm using my Disney knowledge to figure out who would win this fight, okay? It's my analysis of this Disney Princess Civil War beatdown, okay? Let's do this! But first, let's give these teams names. Let's go Pocahontas, Penelope, Elsa, Ariel, and Mulan's team, Team Blue. And then let's call Snow White, Moana, Jasmine, Merida, Tiana, and Rapunzel's team, Team Pink. You might notice that Team Pink has an extra character in their team, but to be honest, I mean, most of them don't have powers.
You don't have any powers. You don't have any powers.
So the main rule that I want to implement in this fight is that these characters cannot summon other characters from their own stories to fight for them, okay? No. It's all about these characters in the image. They can use their own powers and abilities, but they can't summon any other character from their own stories. So Jasmine summoning the genie, no, that's not going to happen because that's overkill.
Mama always said magic is as magic does.
But Raja is okay because he's already in the image, and also Jasmine is kind of lacking in, skills and abilities department, so Raja's okay. First of all, I want to say that Jasmine and Tiana are kind of useless in combat, and I was going to put Pocahontas and Snow White in the same category, but then Pocahontas and Snow White have the ability to communicate with animals. Not like Dr. Dolittle way.
Oh, no. You broke Mr. Stinky, I think.
Keep away from me!
John, what are you doing?
I have to go back to the city, honey.
But more in the Disney princess way, where the animals would help out in any situation and probably attack even a witch to help their princess. So I want to say that Pocahontas and Snow White have this deep connection with animals and nature in general.
But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name.
Obviously, we can't have Pocahontas call for the tree forest grandma to fight this battle because, again, that would be unfair.
Ow! Run! But what about Smith? He's a big lad. He can take care of himself.
I'm glad you're on our side.
There's still some snap in these old vines.
But she can summon woodland creatures to help her fight. Same goes for Snow White. She can summon woodland creatures to help her in this fight. If you're thinking, what are small birds and squirrels and woodland creatures going to do? Well... yeah, that's mega deadly. They're small birds, but you don't want a swarm of them fly towards you and pick your eyes out, okay? So Snow White from Team Pink and Pocahontas from Team Blue are definitely going to have a Dr. Dolittle Pokemon battle.
Round 1, fight!
Ah! Jasmine and Tiana are kinda duds in this fight because they don't have any abilities or combat prowess or skills or training. Jasmine may know a little parkour.
Parkour!
from Aladdin, but other than that, I don't think she knows how to fight. But Jasmine at least has Raja, a freaking tiger, and yeah, a tiger is going to definitely be useful in a fight. So because of that, I'm gonna do some rule gymnastics and allow Tiana to have the alligator from the movie. I know he's not in the picture and I said no summoning other characters, but Snow White and Pocahontas are already going to be summoning small animals anyway. And I know alligator is not a small animal, but still qualifies as a animal, not a, ultra-dimensional powerful genie.
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
So yeah, I'm going to give Tiana the alligator at least, because other than that, she has nothing.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
So let's talk about the other team members. Let's first take a look at Team Blue. Like I mentioned before, Pocahontas can talk to animals, and that's already an OP power. But to be honest, her teammates are way more powerful than she is. I mean, her team is packed with supernatural powerhouses.
Too powerful for even you.
Ariel on her own is not that big of a threat, but with King Triton's trident, oh man, she is a mega powerhouse. She has control over the ocean, she can summon lightning, she can transform herself back into a human and also into a mermaid again. She can easily one-shot Tiana, Snow White, Jasmine, and Merida.
Oh! This is so unfair!
She alone can wipe out most of Team Pink.
I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist.
So Ariel with the Sea King's trident is like having Thor with Stonebreaker on your team. Or Ariel with the trident is technically Aquaman.
Now, that is something you can't unsee.
Good luck, Team Pink. Good luck.
You're gonna need it.
The other is Vanellope. She can glitch, which is basically teleporting. And if you have seen X-Men 2 Nightcrawler's fight scene, yeah, that's a lethal power right there. You can just pop into existence and stab someone and just pop right off. But Vanellope is a child, so I'm not really sure how effective she will be, but still, it's a deadly power she has.
We may be small, but our hearts are large!
The other member on Team Blue is freaking Elsa, and you might first think just ice, but in the second film she has the fire spirit, earth spirits, and the water horse spirit, but they all seem to follow her commands in general. So again, she's a mega OP character. Even if we just go with ice, she can easily one-shot most characters. Again, another powerhouse in Team Blue, and the other character they have is freaking Mulan.
Fa Mulan, the hero of China.
So Mulan from the cartoon has trained in the army and has an actual body count because she defeated the Huns by burying them in an avalanche. And she also handled herself against the leader of the Huns.
It looks like you're out of ideas.
Not quite.
She's tactical, I believe that's her best strength, but she also knows how to fight very effectively. Way better than any of the characters here in this image. But her best weapon against powerful characters is her mind. And she can definitely outsmart most of the powerhouses. So having Mulan on your team is like having freaking Batman on your team. Again, things are not looking good for Team Pink.
No, not good. Not good at all.
So let's talk about Team Pink. Let's take Snow White. Like I said before, she can control animals. Not all the animals, but very small woodland creatures. But again, it is very effective power to have. And I believe that she and Pocahontas are in a equal battle in this one. Jasmine can control one animal, and that animal is a freaking tiger. And just like Jasmine, Tiana has an alligator.
Look at yourself, man. You're an alligator. Prehistoric killing machine.
So Snow White, with the support of Jasmine and Tiana, can overtake Pocahontas because she only has woodland creatures. Snow White has team members that have access to an alligator and a tiger, and yeah, they can easily turn the tides of this animal battle.
Afraid! Be very afraid!
Oh my goodness. I have to sit.
Merida is a skilled warrior, pretty much the best fighter that Team Pink has. She's extremely skilled with the bow and also know how to fight with a sword as well. And she would be a good matchup for Mulan when it comes to the physical act of combat, but again, Mulan is very sharp, and Merida tends to get very emotional. She's a bit like Raphael from TMNT.
I'd rather die than be like you!
And whoever said I wanted to be led? I'm better off calling my own shots now. Get used to it.
Lot of anger issues.
2 words. Anger management.
So she might need to be very focused and not get lost in anger.
Your temper is like a fire that you must learn to focus for power.
And she can beat Mulan. But again, that's a big maybe because Mulan is extremely focused and incredibly sharp. But Merida is extremely capable when push comes to shove.
I'll not let you kill my mother.
So Merida is probably the best bet to win a fight, at least a physical fight against Mulan. But Merida has to go Red Sonja to actually pull this one off successfully. And then Team Pink has Moana, the first powerhouse in their arsenal.
Finally.
She has the power of the oceans and probably a demigod like Ariel. She doesn't technically control the ocean, but ocean as an entity seems to be on her side. And Moana can definitely use the power of the ocean to easily one-shot Pocahontas, but not really sure about Ariel. I think Moana and Ariel will cancel each other's out if they purely stuck to water attacks. But Ariel have other tricks up her sleeves, like lightning, and if she uses lightning against Moana, she has no defense against that. And it's not even worth exploring Elsa versus Moana because Elsa kinda, tamed the water ocean spirit. So yeah, Moana is definitely a powerhouse, but I don't think she's a match for Ariel or Elsa. So again, things are not looking good for Team Pink.
We're dead! We're dead! We're dead! We're dead!
But wait, they have one trick up their sleeve, and that is Rapunzel. For those who only watch the movie, you know that she has healing powers and knows how to sort of fight with the frying pan, and you may not consider that as an OP character. But you'd be wrong. She is probably the most powerful character here.
For real?
Rapunzel the Sundrop is not to be taken lightly, because the Blondie has incredible power in the cartoon series.
Restore our fading sight. Rise into the dawn. Blazing stars so bright.
In the series, her hair becomes indestructible.
Forget it. It's just like those stupid rocks. It's unbreakable.
It can turn into a magical hair shield, and with the decay incantation, she can basically drain the life out of every powers. She can one-shot Vanellope, Pocahontas, Mulan, maybe Ariel, and most probably Elsa. So Team Pink may not have more powerhouses, but Rapunzel is more than enough.
We have a Hulk.
So who would win this fight? Team Blue or Team Pink?
So who wins?
Team Pink can win this, but only with Rapunzel's decay powers. But if she used that, she may not only take out Team Blue, she might take out Team Pink and everything else for that matter. Rapunzel does not have control over the decay power, and when she used it on the series, she almost killed her friends. And if she keeps using it, she might destroy basically the doomsday option.
And at least we're going out in a blaze of glory.
But other than that, even with having more members than Team Blue, Team Pink is weak.
You are too weak!
While Team Blue has way more muscle and has way more raw power. And best of all, they have Mulan, a great tactical strategist who can easily strategize her way to victory. And with the helping of these powerhouses, her victory is pretty easy. Merida's a warrior too, but she's not a very, tactical or a practical thinker, I would say. That's what her mother was trying to teach her in the movie.
The oldest prince wanted to rule the land for himself. He followed his own path and the kingdom fell to war and chaos and ruin.
That's a nice story.
It's not just a story, Merida. Legends are lessons, they ring with truths.
I'm not really sure she has grasped political thinking or strategy in general. And in the warrior aspect, she can definitely put up a fight, but the problem is she has not actually fought in a war, so she does not have the experience, while Mulan has actually seen real violence and has taken multiple lives. So no, even if the characters can physically match up to Mulan or, overpower her, her mind is really hard to deal with. And I don't think Team Pink has a military tactical strategist in their arsenal. So yeah, I think Team Blue consists of Pocahontas, Ariel, Elsa, Mulan, and Vanellope are taking this one.
Flawless victory.
Team Pink has only one shot of victory, and that is to use Rapunzel's decay powers, but they will probably destroy themselves in the process. Hi, this is post-video me. I want to point out that there is another way Team Pink can win without the decay incantation, but Team Pink still need Rapunzel. So near the end of the Tangled series, Rapunzel reads the final incantation and unlocks her Super Saiyan form, you can say.
Power of the sun, gift me with your light. Shine into the dark. Restore our fading sight. Rise into the dawn. Blazing stars so bright. Impossible. Burn away the strife. Let my hope ignite. Let hope ignite!
This gives her the full power of the Sunstone. She can level buildings and one-shot indestructible rocks. Also, she is in more control with this one, unlike the decay power.
I said, let him go!
But still, it's all on Rapunzel. If she is taken out, her Team Pink is done for. Moana on her own can't even fully take on Ariel.
Oh! This is so unfair!
Again, this is a mismatch, I would say. I think even though Team Pink had more members, they didn't technically have way more powerhouses like Ariel or Elsa. And even though they have Moana, her water ability will get cancelled out. Rapunzel is the most powerful, but she can't fight all of them. And even if she could, Vanellope can glitch near her and stab her. It'll be too quick for her to counter because she would be focused on taking on Ariel and Elsa both at the same time by herself. Also, like I said before, they have a war veteran who excels in outsmarting her way to victory against strong odds.
Hopeless. Hopeless!
But what do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments if you think of a battle scenario where Team Pink can win without destroying the world. Also, if you can think of more characters to join the battle, preferably Team Pink, because they're kind of lacking as well, please let me know in the comments again and discuss all these battle stuff. I will be active in the comments, listening to you guys and replying to you guys as well. Again, let's just have a fun discussion about Princess Civil War.
War!
No, war.
Also, everyone, I have links in the description. I linked the Facebook post where I originally saw this picture, which inspired me to make this entire video. And there's a link to the original artist's Instagram account as well. Also, during the making of this video, I found out the original artist has a YouTube channel called Ross Draws. It is pretty cool, and I've linked to a video from his channel where you can see him draw this very picture. If you like art, if you like Disney, you'll enjoy this. So help yourselves to the links in the description below. I'll see you in the next one, and that's all, folks.